All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, this video, let's talk about seasonal products. I'm going to show you how we can figure out if a product is going to be extremely seasonal, so it's going to have super high demand and then low demand throughout the years. Okay, so we don't want up and down. We kind of want a little more consistent stream of demand for our products. So let's take, for example, this Halloween decor. Okay, I'm going to open up Viral Launch, and it says that the current, actually, I think I have it right here. Yeah. The current search volume is about 30,000, which is still really good considering it's midsummer right now. But if I want to come over here to trends, this just shows the sales trend, and it looks like in November it's steady, and then it goes super down, and then as we expected, right around September till it starts to peak around September. And then starts to really narrow off like right after October, okay? So we kind of see that up and down trend. Now let's see if we, let's take a look using Helium-10. And we can kind of see a little more all time, okay? So here we go. Sales trend super low, or this is search volume super low. Okay, really peaks and then it drops down super fast, okay? Really peaks. This last October really peaked, okay? The height search volume was 1,200,000 people that month searching for this Halloween decor, okay? So if you were probably selling anything around that time, you probably made a killing, but it makes ordering inventory extremely difficult because you're having to really plan it out ahead of time, and then you're kind of just like barely skimping by the rest of the year, which really kind of sucks, and that's not what we're looking for. Same thing with this flamingo pool float. If we open up Helium-10, and let's look at the search volume there. Okay, same thing. It looks like it starts to peak beginning of May, and then it starts to drop off towards end of August, and then the rest of the year it's pretty low. Okay, even during Christmas time, and then starts to peak during the summer, drop low, peak, drop low. Okay, so we don't really want products that are going to jump up super high and then go back down. Okay, that's just not consistent. It's not consistent sales velocity, and it's not very reliable as far as how do we know if it's going to eventually just go out of trend in general, or if it's just only going to sell really well for 1 or 2 months a year. Okay, we want to get something like this. So this is hand grips, all right, and let's look at the sales or the search trend here. And this is a little more consistent, okay? It fluctuates anywhere from 2,000, and then it looks like it peaked about March 2020. I guess people were more at home and they just wanted to exercise at home. I'm guessing that's what it was during COVID. And then it peaks again as well during Christmas time, and then it stays a little more consistent. What's interesting is, I'm curious what this was, but it just really shot up April of 2022, and it's just kind of like fluctuated here and there. I wonder what exactly that was, but this is a little more consistent. Okay, we want something that's just a little more consistent. Now, if you want to do a seasonal product and you feel good about it, here's the thing: you're gonna have to plan about 2 months ahead of time. Now, if I was selling something that involved Christmas, I would probably start product research around August and September, and I would be placing my order in by, I would say end of September at the latest, just because it's going to take a month and a half, maybe 2 months for them to buy and ship it. And people do start their Christmas shopping exactly like the beginning of December, okay? So you're going to have to plan about 2 months ahead of time if you really wanted to take advantage of a seasonal product. This is another product that I had a friend sell. He made a killing on it, and it was this chunky knit blankets. And I think I remember talking to him and just being fully transparent. I think he listed it, and all of a sudden he was doing like $2,000 a day selling this, absolutely killing it. And I just thought, wow, like that's unbelievable. I didn't realize that was so highly searched for. And then when the summer months came by, he was only doing like a couple $100 a week. So really dropped. And he actually started to sell it around this peak, December of 2020. Who knows why that was the peak of this product, but he really rode this wave for, a few months. But the unfortunate thing is, I think that he sold so much that he ended up buying a ton because he's like, oh heck yeah, I'm just gonna ride this like all year long, Because this blanket, I mean, you could buy all year long, really, if you wanted to, and it doesn't really scream seasonal, in my opinion. You kind of have to look a little more into it. But sadly, since then, it hasn't been nearly as poppin'. Even last Christmas season, it wasn't nearly as popular as the year before that. So I would just, you got to really kind of do your research and just be mindful, because I know he used to have a lot of inventory sitting at his house that he was just waiting to kind of sell. So that kind of sucked. I think he's sold all of it by now. But still, this is just good to kind of keep in mind. So remember, we want to find products to have more of a consistent sales trend and not so much seasonality, because even though the good times will be great, the bad times you're kind of just, sitting there paying these huge storage fees, and it's just not worth it. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next video. Hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions about this specifically.